When I started growing my YouTube channel, I never imagined something like this would happen. A complete stranger, living over 2,000 kilometers away in Norway, decided to trust me with 2 of his knives and mailed them all the way to Bulgaria. It all started with a single comment under one of my sharpening videos. He had watched how I sharpened my Kizer Draca and asked if I could give his knife the exact same edge. A few emails and messages later, a package was already on its way. That's the power of social media. It connects people from all over the world who share the same passion. Now, let's see what was inside the package. The first knife was a Kizer Draca, exactly the same model as mine. But there was something else in the box that completely caught me by surprise. I never expected someone to trust me with something this special. This is the Kizer Mithril, a limited edition knife with only 200 pieces produced worldwide. Designed by LF, it features an M390 compound ground Tanto blade with a hand-brushed and DLC Ultra finish, a titanium and carbon fiber handle, and Kizer's kinetic fit button lock. At just 108 grams, it feels incredibly solid, yet surprisingly well balanced. It's definitely one of the most unique Kizer knives I've ever had on my sharpening system. And because of that, I knew I had to get this one right. Before we can begin sharpening, there's one small thing I need to do. First, I'll remove the thumb disc so I can position the clamps exactly where I need them. For this knife, I'm using the standard TSPROF clamps, fitted with soft vinyl inserts. They provide a secure grip while protecting the blade from scratches. I also place a zip tie around the ricasso to protect the handle from any accidental contact while sharpening. These are essential precautions whenever you're working on a valuable limited edition knife like this. With everything ready, it's finally time to start sharpening. After measuring the factory edge, I decided to reprofile it to 21 degrees per side before starting the sharpening process. From the factory, the knife was sharpened at approximately 25 degrees per side. However, the owner specifically requested a mirror-polished edge, so I decided to change the geometry. At 25 degrees per side, the bevel would remain relatively narrow, meaning the mirror finish wouldn't stand out nearly as much. There's another reason as well. A highly polished edge, combined with a wider sharpening angle, tends to lose some of its slicing aggression. By reducing the angle to 21 degrees per side, I can create a wider bevel that really showcases the mirror polish, while maintaining a good balance between cutting aggression and edge stability. After establishing the new geometry with the KDTU Razor Cut 300 grit CBN stone, I move on to the 650 grit stone from the same series to continue refining the edge. At this stage, I'm no longer changing the geometry. My goal is to refine the scratch pattern left by the previous stones and prepare the bevel for polishing. Now it's time to switch to the 1,500 grit KDTU Razor Cut CBN stone. M390 is one of those steels that really rewards a careful sharpening progression. As a powder metallurgy steel, it contains a high volume of extremely hard vanadium carbides, which give it its outstanding wear resistance and edge retention. The downside is that those carbides are harder than traditional sharpening abrasives, which is why conventional stones can struggle to cut them efficiently. That's exactly where CBN and diamond abrasives shine. They're hard enough to cut both the steel matrix and the vanadium carbides evenly, producing a cleaner and more consistent edge. One question I get quite often is whether M390 actually benefits from a mirror-polished edge. The answer is, it depends on how the knife is going to be used. If maximum slicing aggression is the priority, cutting rope, cardboard, or other fibrous materials, I'd usually stop somewhere between 600 and 1,500 grit. The microscopic teeth left by the stone help the edge bite into the material much more aggressively. But this knife has a different purpose. The owner specifically requested a mirror-polished edge, and M390 is actually an excellent steel for that. Thanks to its fine carbide distribution and high wear resistance, it can take an incredibly clean, highly reflective edge while still maintaining excellent edge retention. The key is not to rush the progression. Every stone has to completely remove the scratches left by the previous one before moving forward. With the bevel now fully refined, it's time for the final stone of today's sharpening process, the TSPROF Alpha 2000 grit. This is where the edge starts transforming from a refined working finish into a true mirror polish. I'll finish today's sharpening with this stone, without using any leather strops, diamond emulsions, or polishing compounds. The TSPROF Alpha 2000 already produces a very clean, near-mirror finish, while still leaving enough microscopic tooth to keep the edge aggressive. Personally, I don't see any advantage in polishing this edge even further. At 21 degrees per side, going to finer abrasives would only smooth out those remaining micro serrations, reducing slicing aggression without providing a noticeable improvement in real-world cutting performance. For this knife, I believe this is the perfect balance between a beautiful mirror finish, excellent sharpness, and practical cutting performance. Just look at that finish. I'm genuinely happy with how this sharpening turned out. Not only did I achieve the mirror polish I was aiming for, but I also preserved the original Tanto geometry. The transition between the primary edge and the secondary tip remains perfectly crisp, without any rounding. That's one of the biggest challenges when sharpening Tanto blades, because it's very easy to soften that intersection if you're not careful. Taking your time and treating each edge independently is the key to keeping those lines sharp and well-defined. But enough talking, let's see what this edge can do. The paper towel offers virtually no resistance, gliding effortlessly through the cut. And when it comes to hair, splitting a single strand lengthwise is no challenge at all. Exactly the result I was hoping for. Now let's take a look at the other knife, the Kizer Draca. This one followed a slightly different sharpening progression. I finished it on a Gitnax strop, loaded with a 3-micron diamond suspension, and unlike the Mithril, it was sharpened at 18.5 degrees per side. That lower angle gives me a wider bevel and allows the mirror finish to really stand out, while still retaining excellent slicing aggression. The result is a clean, mirror-polished edge that's not only razor sharp, but also performs exceptionally well in real-world cutting tasks. After applying a light coat of honing oil to protect the blades from corrosion, it's finally time to prepare these knives for their journey back home. Before I finish this video, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Alex for trusting me with these two incredible knives. This has been much more than just another sharpening project. From waiting for the package to arrive from Norway, going through customs, talking back and forth over WhatsApp and email, and finally having these knives on my sharpening system, it's been a truly memorable experience. When I started uploading sharpening videos to YouTube, I simply wanted to share something I genuinely enjoy doing. I never imagined that one day someone from another country would trust me enough to carefully pack up 2 of his personal knives and send them over 2,000 kilometers just so I could sharpen them. Moments like this remind me that this channel is about much more than sharpening knives. It's about meeting people who share the same passion, learning from one another, and building trust through something we all enjoy. That's what keeps me motivated to improve my skills, create better videos, and continue sharing my passion for knives and sharpening with all of you. Alex, thank you once again for your trust. I hope these knives return to Norway even sharper than you expected. And to everyone watching, thank you for being part of this journey. I'll see you in the next one.